Muhammad Ali hadn't been back to Freeman's gym in 7 years since he'd left Louisville as Cassius Clay, a hungry kid with fast hands and a big mouth. 7 years since he'd trained in that basement with the leaking pipes and the speed bag that squeaked like a dying rat. Now he was standing outside the same gym. Same cracked sidewalk, same rust-stained brick, same front door, and the same goddamn sign White's O&O hand-painted. Wooden, nailed above the entrance like a welcome mat designed to keep you out. Ali stared at it. February 1964. He'd just beaten Sonny Liston, became the heavyweight champion of the world. His face was on every magazine, his name in every newspaper, the most famous athlete on the planet. But that sign didn't care. Behind him, his entourage waited. Angelo Dundee, his trainer. Bundini Brown, his cornerman. 2 reporters from Louisville Courier-Journal. They'd come to document the homecoming. The champion returning to his roots. Nobody was talking about the sign, but everyone saw it. The gym door opened. Charlie Freeman stepped out. 62 years old. White hair. Weathered face. The man who'd owned this gym for 30 years. Who'd let young Cassius train here on Tuesday nights. The only night colored boys were allowed. Cassius. Charlie's face lit up. Arms open wide. I mean, Muhammad. Heard you change your name. Come in, come in. Whole neighborhood's been waiting to see you. He gestured toward the door. Warm. Welcoming. Genuine. But he didn't touch the sign. Ali looked at Charlie. Then at the sign. Then at the 2 reporters scribbling in their notebooks. This moment would be written about. Photographed. Remembered. And Muhammad Ali understood something in that instant that would define the next decade of his life. Being the champion meant more than winning fights. It meant choosing which battles to fight outside the ring. Charlie, Ali said quietly, I see you still got that sign up. The street went silent. Charlie's smile faded. Now, Cassius, Muhammad, that's been there forever. Don't mean nothing anymore. Times are changing. Are they? Ali didn't move toward the door. Because that sign says I can't walk through that door. Says I'm not welcome. Says I'm less than. You know that ain't true. You're the champion. You can go anywhere. Can I? Ali pointed at the sign. Because that piece of wood says different. A crowd was forming. Neighbors coming out of shops. Kids on bicycles. People recognized Ali immediately. Started whispering. Pointing. The champion was home. But the champion wasn't moving. Charlie's face went red. Muhammad, you're making this into something it don't need to be. That sign's it's old. It's tradition. Don't mean nothing personal. Tradition. Ali repeated the word slowly, like he was tasting it. That's an interesting word for hate. Now hold on. No, you hold on. Ali's voice was still quiet, but it carried. Everyone on the street could hear him now. I left Louisville 7 years ago. I was 18 years old. Couldn't get a loan. Couldn't eat at most restaurants. Couldn't use the front door at this gym. You remember that, Charlie? Charlie shifted his weight. Uncomfortable. Things were different then, were they? Because I'm looking at that sign, and it looks exactly the same. Ali took a step closer. I went to Rome. Won a gold medal for this country. Came home wearing that medal around my neck. Walked into a restaurant downtown. White's only restaurant. Figured an Olympic champion could eat anywhere. The crowd was growing. 30 people now. Listening. They threw me out. Ali continued. Olympic hero. Gold medal. Representing America. And they threw me out like garbage. You know what I did with that medal, Charlie? Charlie didn't answer. I threw it in the Ohio River. Because I realized something. That medal didn't change nothing. That medal didn't make me white. Didn't make me welcome. Didn't make me equal. Angelo stepped forward. Champ, maybe we should. Ali raised his hand. Gentle. Let me finish. He turned back to Charlie. Then I won the heavyweight championship. Beat Sonny Liston. The baddest man on the planet. And I thought, maybe now, maybe being champion changes things. Ali looked up at the sign again. But that sign's still there. Still telling me the same thing it told me when I was 12 years old. Still telling me I'm not good enough. Still telling every black child who walks past this building that there are places they don't belong. Charlie's voice was defensive now. Muhammad, you're twisting this. You're welcome here. You've always been welcome here. I let you train when nobody else would. You let me train on Tuesday nights. After the white fighters went home. In the basement. through the back door. Ollie's voice was steady, factual, and I was grateful, because it was better than nothing. Because I was a kid who didn't know he deserved better. You did deserve better. That's why I helped you. Then prove it. Ollie pointed at the sign. Take it down. Right now. In front of everyone. Show me times are changing. Show me that sign don't mean nothing anymore. The crowd went silent. 30 people holding their breath. Watching Charlie Freeman's face, the gym owner looked at the sign, then at Ollie, then at the crowd, then back at the sign. I can't, he finally said. Why not? Because, Charlie's voice cracked. Because if I take that sign down, I lose my white members. They'll go to Johnson's gym on 3rd Street. They'll take their money with them. I'll lose business. So keep it up and lose me, Ollie said quietly. That ain't fair. Fair. Ollie almost laughed, but there was no humor in it. You want to talk about fair? Let me tell you about fair. He turned to face the crowd, speaking to them now, to the neighborhood, to the reporters writing everything down. I got a daughter. She's not even 2 years old yet. Pretty little thing. Looks like her mother. Ollie's voice softened, and I think about her growing up in this world, walking past signs like this, learning that there are doors she can't walk through, places she's not allowed, people who'll smile at her while keeping her out. You look back at Charlie, and I think about what I'm teaching her. If I walk through that door, under that sign, I'm teaching her that it's okay, that we accept it, that being exceptional is the price of being treated equal. You are exceptional, Charlie protested. You're the champion. I'm a black man, Ollie said. Before I'm a champion, before I'm exceptional, before I'm anything else. And that sign don't care what I've accomplished. It only cares what I am. A woman's voice came from the crowd. So what do we do? Just never go anywhere? Just stay in our place? Ollie turned to her, saw her face, tired, worn down by a lifetime of signs like this one. No, ma'am, Ollie said. We demand better. We stop accepting crumbs. We stop being grateful for back doors and Tuesday nights and the privilege of being tolerated. Easy for you to say, the woman shot back. You're rich. You're famous. You got choices. Rest of us still gotta live here. Ollie nodded. You're right. I do got choices. That's exactly why I can't walk through that door. Because if Muhammad Ali, heavyweight champion, accepts that sign, what chance do your kids have? What chance does anyone have? He turned back to Charlie. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm not coming in your gym. Not today. Not ever. Not while that sign hangs there. Muhammad, please, and I'm gonna tell every reporter, every magazine, every TV station that asks me about my hometown gym, I'm gonna tell them about this moment. About this sign. About this choice. Charlie's face went pale. You'd ruin me. No, Charlie. That sign is ruining you. I'm just making sure people see it. Ollie's voice was sad now. Almost gentle. You had a chance to change. To grow. To be part of something better. But you chose that sign. You chose those white members and their money. That's your choice. And you gotta live with it. Ollie started walking back to his car. The crowd parted. Silent. Processing what they'd just witnessed. But before he got to the car door, a voice stopped him. Wait. Ollie, turn around. A kid, maybe 13 years old. Skinny. Dark skin. Wearing a t-shirt despite the February cold. You really not going in? The kid asked. I'm really not. Even though you're the champion? Especially because I'm the champion, Ollie said. You know why? The kid shook his head. Ollie knelt down. I level. Because if I walk through that door, I'm telling you that success means accepting disrespect. That being great means you earn the right to be treated human. But that's backwards. I don't understand. You're human first. That comes before everything else. Before boxing. Before being champion. Before any of it. Ollie put his hand on the kid's shoulder. Don't ever let anyone make you earn your humanity. Don't ever walk through doors that say you're not worthy. Not even when they smile and tell you you're special. Especially not then. The kid looked at the sign, then back at Ollie. What if that means I can't go places? Then those places don't deserve you, Ollie said. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day those signs come down. And when they do, it'll be because people like you and me refuse to accept them. He stood up, looked at the crowd, at the 30 people watching this moment. I know what you're thinking, Ollie said to all of them. You're thinking I'm being difficult, that I'm ungrateful, that Charlie gave me a chance, and I'm throwing it back in his face. Heads nodded, uncomfortable shifting. But here's what I know. Charlie didn't give me nothing that wasn't already mine. That gym is in my neighborhood, built with my community's tax dollars. Stands on land my people's labor paid for. Charlie didn't give me access. He restricted it, then sold it back to me like it was a favor. Ollie pointed at the sign. And that sign right there? That's not just about me. That's about every person in this crowd. Every kid who'll walk past here tomorrow. Every parent trying to teach their children they're worth something. That sign is a daily reminder that in our own neighborhood, we're still not welcome. So what do we do? Someone shouted. Burn it down. No. Ollie's voice was firm. We don't burn nothing. We build something better. We open our own gyms, train our own fighters, create our own spaces. Spaces where signs say everyone welcome. Where kids don't gotta wait for Tuesday night. Where being black ain't something you gotta overcome. It's something you celebrate. He walked to his car, opened the door. Pause, Charlie. Ollie called back. One more thing. The gym owner looked up, hopeful. Maybe Ollie changed his mind. I'm gonna be the greatest boxer who ever lived, Ollie said. And when they write the history books, when they talk about where I came from, I'm gonna tell them about this gym, about this sign, about this moment. And people are gonna remember that you had a choice. That Muhammad Ali came home as champion, and you chose that sign over him. Charlie's face crumbled. That's not fair. You keep using that word, Ollie said. But you don't know what it means. He got in the car. The door closed. The engine started, and as the car pulled away, Ollie looked back one more time. At the gym. At the sign. At Charlie Freeman, standing in the doorway, looking like a man who'd just lost something he couldn't name. That night, Ollie sat in his hotel room. Angelo Dundee brought him the evening newspapers. You're on the front page, Angelo said. Both papers. Ollie looked at the headline. Champion refuses TO. Enter segregated GY below it, a photo. Ollie standing in front of Freeman's gym. The sign visible above his head. His face calm, determined. A man who'd drawn a line. People are going to talk, Angelo said. Some folks think you should have just gone in. They're saying you're being difficult. That you're making it about race when it didn't need to be. It's always been about race, Ollie said quietly. They just mad I stopped pretending it wasn't. Charlie's getting phone calls. Death threats. People saying they'll never use his gym again. That's between Charlie and his conscience. He's telling people you ruined him. That he gave you a chance when nobody else would, and you repaid him with betrayal. Ollie looked up from the newspaper. Did he give me a chance? Or did he let me train in the only way that didn't threaten his white customers? There's a difference. Angelo sat down. You know what you did today, right? You drew a line. You made it impossible to go back. Good. Ollie folded the newspaper. I'm tired going back. Tired of being grateful for scraps. Tired of accepting doors that should have never been closed in the first place. It's going to cost you. Sponsors. Endorsements. White America don't like it when you stop smiling and start demanding. Then they can go to hell, Ollie said. I didn't become champion to make white people comfortable. I became champion to show black people what's possible. And part of that is showing them they don't have to accept disrespect. Not from anyone. Not for any reason. Angelo was quiet for a moment. Then, you know that kid? The one you talked to? Yeah. He followed your car. Ran 6 blocks. Just to say thank you. Angelo smiled. Said nobody ever told him he was worth something just for being human. Said he's going to remember today for the rest of his life. Ollie closed his eyes. Felt the weight of that responsibility. The weight of being more than a fighter. Of being a symbol. A statement. A possibility. That's why I couldn't walk through that door, Ollie said quietly. Not for me. For him. For every kid like him. Because if I walked under that sign, I'd be telling them it's okay. That success means earning the right to be tolerated. But I want more for them. I want them to know they're already worthy. Already equal. Already enough. Even if it costs you everything. Ollie opened his eyes. Looked at Angelo. Especially then. Because what's the point of being champion if you're still not free? 3 weeks later, Ollie was in Miami training for his next fight. Angelo brought him a telegram sign, taken down stop gym, now open to everyone, stop thank you stop Charlie Freeman. Ollie read it twice. Handed it back to Angelo. Too late. What do you mean too late? You won. The sign's down. I didn't want the sign down because I shamed him into it, Ollie said. I wanted it down because he realized it was wrong. Because he chose to change. But he didn't change. He just changed his marketing. Maybe that's enough. It's not. Ollie went back to hitting the speed bag. Fast. Rhythmic. The sound of work. Because tomorrow, when the reporters leave, when the attention moves on, Charlie's going to resent me. Resent being forced to change. And that resentment's going to show up in 100 other ways. 100 other signs that say the same thing without using the words. Angelo watched him work. So what was the point? Ollie stopped, looked at his trainer.